Welcome to Sports Sam. We're getting right into it. Chicago Blackhawks first round draft pick is playing high school football this fall.
So Mason West, for those of you who don't know, was taken 29th overall by the Chicago Blackhawks in the 2025 NHL Draft, but he also decided to stick around for his high school year of football. Well, he threw 4 touchdowns. So, I mean, 4 touchdown throws is impressive. He was also a giant specimen of a person.
And I also think it's kind of wild that instead of continuing to shape up his hockey skills and really put in some work there, he's decided that he's just going to dick around playing some football.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're like definitely going to be in the NHL someday and you're like, no, I'm going to go fuck up these suburban kids in Minnesota for another fall, I think that's really great. And he's no scrub at football either. So despite hockey clearly being in his future, he's a 3-star recruit at quarterback for football, meaning he has already gotten Division I offers from both Kent State and Marshall, which is incredible. And he's actually ranked the 13th best quarterback in all of Minnesota.
Most people spend their whole life trying to get into that and to have that kind of offer, right? Trying to make it in football, trying to figure out how they're going to go get drafted one day and make crazy fucking money. And this dude's so casual about it.
Well, what would you do if you were a Division I quarterback prospect and you could go play for some mid-tier college somewhere in Ohio? That kind of sucks. Or you could go and play for the NHL and get almost guaranteed money. I mean, the prospects for hockey are, his scouting report says he could be a top 6 guy, which is wild already. They can figure that out at 18. He's got the size for it. He's a monster.
That's all they use to factor that.
Is he big?
He could be a top 6. Okay. What's his skills like on the ice? Oh no, you can teach that. No.
Don't worry about that.
He's 6'6" and he's 200 pounds. Like he's gonna be a top 6.
So if you were this happens all the time in football and in baseball. Like guys get drafted, if they're quarterbacks, they get drafted by baseball teams because they're usually like high-end pitchers that can usually throw like, mid-90s. And so out of high school they get drafted anyways, but these guys go on to play football because obviously the money is just so much better and maybe they love that sport more. So you're a Division I football prospect, even if it's only a 3-star, you're highly regarded in at least your own state. Would you try to make football happen? Because he's going to go to Michigan State after this year of high school and play for their hockey team. Is there a chance he could work his way into Michigan State's football locker room too? What do you think?
My gut is telling me that he would be dumb to try to go after that money. Yeah, I would not choose to try to pursue football in this scenario, especially if you're already a lock for Blackhawks hockey. Granted, Blackhawks hockey is not really where you want to be in the NHL, but being in the NHL is better than not being in the NHL.
Could you imagine telling poor Connor Bedard, no, sorry, that first round draft pick that we got, he's going to keep playing football? Like mid-tier Division I football. Sorry, you needed a lot of help.
You know that help you've been begging us for your entire career.
He can throw the football well. You should see him play against suburbanites.
Yeah,
in Minnesota.
In Minnesota, I just love that he's from Minnesota. It just makes it so great.
American hockey, we're back.
Yeah, no,
or we're here.
Well, they play it here. So Wes is actually going to be going to USHL's Fargo Force. Like you said, if he put together a decent enough season, he could get himself onto a football team in East Lansing, but like that's not gonna fucking happen, right? Like,
no.
I just don't get why this kid is playing football. like why did he
like the first round?
You got drafted, bro. Work on your lateral movement. Like, do like you're telling me this dude couldn't link up with somebody from the Blackhawks team and spend the summer training?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this guy's older than Connor Bedard too.
You know what I'm saying?
The same age, it could work something out in this.
Look, I'll put it this way. I know people don't fucking like the kid, but Rempe, playing for the Rangers, he did that. He was with Kreider and Jonathan Quick and stayed with them in that first season where he got signed, and he like fucking trained all the time with them. And he did it again the next year. I think he's still with Quick. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong about that. I'd have to double check. But my point is that like you're telling me that this dude got drafted into the NHL and his first thought wasn't who can I go train with that's on this pro team.
He's a senior. He wants to go to homecoming right?
That's fair
He's
enough. Go to
clearly good.
homecoming. Go to homecoming. Fine, but like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah, and just a
I don't know.
reminder, like this also came after he won the state championship in hockey in 2024. It was also nominated to the all tournament honors for that state championship run. This guy is a big deal.
This kid at 18 years old is drafted into the NHL. What?
What were you doing when you were 18? Leave it down below in the comments section.
Like,
If you're in high school right now, tell us what you're doing. Tell us what
yeah.
that's. We really don't want to know what you
Send
guys are
me your
doing.
password.
Yeah. Hit us on Insta. Yeah, well, the scouting report is in on him, and as far as his hockey ability goes, he's 6'6", 200 pounds. That is just such a good weapon to have on the
They do
ice.
now.
Yeah, well, they keep getting bigger and bigger, it seems.
They're all monsters now. They're finding the most fucking mutant kids they can to put them on the ice these days.
Oh,
Well, he probably also is practical, dude. I mean, we're making fun. We're having this whole conversation.
yeah.
For those who stayed with us all the way to now,
Hit the subscribe button first.
we get it. Like, this kid,
Mhm.
maybe it takes another 3 or 4 years before he gets the opportunity to even go into the show. Maybe it's longer, or maybe he's fucking like, not everybody is a Bedard or like the new guy from the Islanders, Schaefer, those guys. Not everybody's just gonna walk right up from their first round pick and go onto the ice. That's
Yeah. He still has to make a varsity college squad. Like,
yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about,
It's just kind of crazy. He's a first round pick, though. He's like,
It's crazy. Yeah,
not
they had him
because of his athleticism, just like to still technically not be in college yet. And to some of
wow.
those kids have already lined up where they're going to play and what school they're going to go to, and like if they're going to be on certain teams. And
Yeah, one scouting report had him going as a mid to late second round pick, so Chicago clearly saw something in him. Let's see how that goes.
well, I don't know what Chicago's been seeing, but
well, it's true also. I guess time will tell. We'll have to see how it pays off for them. So fucking subscribe. Probably what I would do if you're still watching this somehow.